Every so often, I see another article about the evil practice of civil asset forfeiture. I call it evil because it not only violates the rights of the American people, but common sense as well. What is civil asset forfeiture? Well, according to the Wex Legal Dictionary, civil forfeiture allows the government, typically the police, to seize and then keep or sell any property that is allegedly involved in a crime or illegal activity. Did you notice the word allegedly? I'll have more on that later. An apparent holdover from English law, civil asset forfeiture was used during Prohibition to seize the property of bootleggers. However, during the 1980s and the war on drugs, Congress passed the Comprehensive Forfeiture Act of 1984, which reads, Comprehensive Forfeiture Act of 1984 amends the Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organization Statute, or RICO, to specify that property subject to forfeiture or racketeering activities includes all proceeds obtained directly or indirectly from racketeering activities and real and tangible and intangible personal property. The stated goal of the act was to prevent drug cartels from using their vast ill-gotten gains in their legal defense. While the idea of preventing criminals from benefiting from their crimes seems laudable, as is so often the case, the consequences can be terrible. The Comprehensive Forfeiture Act also included the Equitable sharing program, whereby state, local, and tribal and law enforcement agencies could receive a share of the proceeds from federal civil forfeitures. Is this really any different than the McMinn County Sheriff's Department paying deputies for arrests and bookings? In both cases, law enforcement has a financial interest in finding crime. This perverse incentive led McMinn County Sheriff's deputies to shake down anyone they thought could pay the fines they imposed. During 1945 and 1946, thousands of GIs returning home from the war were stopped by law enforcement and fined, with no due process. Today, we see examples of law enforcement seizing cash simply because they think carrying a large amount of cash is a sign of criminal behavior. It's not just cash, though, since law enforcement has seized cars and homes because a child was selling drugs without the owner's knowledge or consent. While many of these egregious abuses of our rights happen under state civil asset forfeiture laws, others use federal law and the Equitable Sharing Program to line their own pockets.